Come on,
The
go for
Tribe
it.
Unwound 2021 podcast. Here we go.
Get in there.
Finally, we
step.
started this. I feel like the only reason we started this was because Mr. Ryan put us on that newsletter.
Yeah,
Like, he
yeah.
really
It was
forced
just
us.
one
Yeah, for sure.
We
for
got
sure.
everything done in 2 days.
In 2 days.
I swear.
We-
I feel we've kind of wasted the whole summer for this.
Bro,
And then we
what
got
do you mean,
started
bro?
during
Kind of
school.
wasted.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
wasted the whole summer, bro.
Yeah.
It was just getting the mics, though. That was like
Bro.
the only headache.
But I feel
Yeah,
it wasn't like it wasn't on purpose and stuff. We were all equally busy
Yeah.
with our own things.
Yeah.
Which
Except Zad. He wasn't that busy.
yeah.
Zahid's
Oh,
never
yeah.
busy. Zahid's
Okay,
Okay,
never
bro.
just
I mean, at least
Okay.
I didn't
Balance.
return my mic and buy it again like 2 or 3 times, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's because I wasn't sure if you were serious. Come on.
busy.
Okay.
Okay,
You got me
everyone, welcome to the first episode
We're
of
really
welcome.
Tribe
excited about
Unwound
this.
podcast.
Get
We're
in
really
there.
excited about this.
Hopefully
Yeah,
this
if you
goes
can't
well.
tell already.
And only thanks to Mr. Ryan.
Yeah.
Yo, special announcement for my boy Amar, who would have been here, but he's in Australia right now. So
Kind of sad.
yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's
You
kinda
would have
sad,
been
but-
on the podcast with us
Yeah.
if he wasn't so far
Yeah.
away. But
Okay, I think we should start with introducing each of us. So,
Yes, sir.
okay, Josh, you started off.
Yo, what's good? My name's Joshua Paul de Souza. I go to Sharjah English School, like the rest
We
of
all
the
go to
guys
Sharjah English School. You don't need to say that.
here. Oh, it's my introduction, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways, things I enjoy. I enjoy playing games. I enjoy reading. I'm joking. I don't enjoy reading at all. That is so bad. But yeah, I enjoy being successful. I'm very successful. But yeah, we all share a very important interest, which is F1 actually, and we're all very dedicated to the sport. Because we've all driven in F1 cars before. But yeah, that's it for me. I think we'll move on to Zahid next.
my name is Zahid Saya. I am 15 years old. I do taekwondo. So my other hobbies are cycling, F1. My newfound hobby is skipping, which Devansh and Josh have gotten me hooked onto.
This guy is
It's-
addicted to it, bro.
Such
He's addicted.
Every day.
primary
We have a
topic.
Snapchat
Bro,
video.
it's such a
of
primary-
I'm not even lying.
Skipping.
Like, every second I get, I'm just skipping in the hall, man. Like, and my parents are getting so annoyed because they're just trying to watch TV and then just me skipping with my my skipping rope.
Yo, skipping lessons too. Hey yo.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro.
May I add, when Josh said that we all have an interest in F1,
It's not that
No,
serious.
you-
Zahid has not finished the F1 show on Netflix for the
don't
You
past
had
year.
to say
Not
that,
to
bro.
The
about
last
this, bro.
season, for the past year, he's been stuck on that.
Alright, Devansh, your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Devansh Nambiar. Yo.
Hey, no ways,
Okay,
bro.
so,
What?
Okay, so my hobbies include badminton, which I play professionally, and also I do the keyboard. And I don't know where to go with this intro, so I'll just finish it here.
Okay. My name is Shamoil. I'm 16 years old. My interests are also like cycling, F1. I have an interest in custom keyboards, if you guys know about that. But yeah, that's kind of all.
I mean,
Yeah, we all share an interest of cycling. It's really how we became friends.
Yeah, that's true. Before I
It
feel
was-
like
it was like
wasn't
peak
really
quarantine.
yeah, back in like year 9, I feel Zal wasn't as close with us, but we all.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Yeah.
We actually Corona pulled us together.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Even like yeah,
with like
it
how
was-
negative Corona is.
Which is actually surprising because COVID caused us all to like stay in our own houses, which is like surprising. You can't really meet anyone.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
often.
it's-
cycling
anyways.
mainly.
Yeah.
Zad thought all of us hated him. Or like
Yeah,
just
I
me.
actually
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
No, I thought Devansh especially hated me. I was cool with Shamoil, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first it was Shamoil and I that used to go cycling, like I don't know, like 1 or 2 times a month or something. And then
No, we had the Majaz Bus thingy. No, not the Majaz Bus.
no,
Sorry.
it was a
It's-
hangout at the mall. It was a hangout at the mall, and then it became cycling.
Really?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it was
Yeah.
after lockdown.
I don't. Yeah, I
After
don't
lockdown.
think. Yeah.
after
yeah.
lockdown. Yeah.
Before that,
I
before
think
the
I
whole
went with
cycling,
photography. The
Yep.
photography thing was I.
Oh yeah.
before the whole like cycling era, it was always like me, Devance, and Amar.
Amar just playing
Yeah,
football.
just playing football like every single day.
Oh yeah, also football. The
Yeah,
craziest transfer window just finished. Like
Oh.
everyone, oh my god.
It's been mad. It's been mad.
Ronaldo, Messi, Lukaku, Ramos. Oh my god. This
Crazy.
transfer window is insane. But we can't talk about that because Shamal and Zad don't know anything
Yeah.
about it.
We're not interested at all.
Yeah, we don't really like follow football.
When it comes to F1 though, today,
Bro.
had an
But that's
engine
a
issue,
thing.
and so did Sebastian Vettel. Are we going to talk about that?
Sebastian Vettel was like, but Hamilton's the more interesting one. Because he's like,
go Hamilton fanboy. Here we go.
no,
No,
it's
no.
not. It's not. It in terms of the title fight. Because do you think Sebastian Vettel is going to win the championship?
I agree.
And also, the Merc has been very reliable all of these races so
Yeah.
far. So that's
Yeah, he
surprising.
hasn't. He hasn't had an engine issue in like 3 seasons or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's heating up this year though. He really has competition from like Max Verstappen.
Yeah, it's the title race.
Yo,
is pretty
it
sick.
is
It's pretty sick
like
to watch.
neck and neck every race, man.
Every race.
I
I
guess.
just feel like he's kind of
Crazy.
old now, so
It's
it's
crazy in Hungary though. We all met up watching Hungary, and it was the most unexpected thing to see Esteban Ocon win, which is pretty
Yo,
cool.
Are we gonna talk about the last time you guys met up while I was at Sahara Center? You gonna talk about that, bro?
we met up for the race and we waited 2 hours. We waited
First-
2 hours and nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm so
Spa
glad
was
I
just
didn't
a
come that
no-show.
day.
We're gonna talk about.
No, it was still fun.
We're gonna talk about how long I had to wait at the bottom of Shamal's building as well. Talk about that.
Basically, we told him the wrong flat number and he was arguing with the security for like 10 minutes. It was so funny.
I was so
And then he called me saying like that the security is telling him that no one lives at 804. And he's like, bro, I don't care. Come down. Like, just get
I'm
me
gonna
up
go
here.
home. I'm gonna go home.
Bro. Come down.
No ways he said that.
So I was pissed. Yeah.
No. So, like, to be honest though, when I had the podcast, like, or whatever, when we had the podcast idea, my biggest worry is that, like, how are we gonna sell this? Like, no one's gonna be interested in what we have to say.
But I guess we just have to see now.
Yeah,
keep
it's
it
mainly for
consistent
us, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this takes off, it'll be pretty.
More like a personal project. Yeah.
Okay.
We
About
came up with the
selling-
idea of the podcast on the last day of school, right? When we were all doing online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like an F1. Sirmal said we can just talk about F1.
Yeah, but
and then
then
we kind of like built onto that, other ideas and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we could do F1, but like we'll probably do a lot of things because F1's quite limited.
Anyways, until now it's been pretty sick. Going like everything going on between like each other. But
Yeah, we're really
More to come,
thankful,
though.
even for like COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though it took away a lot, like
Yeah.
probably made friends, like really good friends.
Okay, so about selling the podcast. Let's talk about what this is going to be about generally.
Okay.
I think like the podcast is mainly like a personal project for us that like allows us to like show our interests out, just talk. It's like we've had cycling conversations, and we just thought it'd be interesting to put it in a media format.
Yeah. For everyone else to listen to.
It's,
That was
it's
like
not
the main idea.
it's not for like media purposes mainly. It's just for us. I mean,
Yeah.
if it does well, it does well.
Well, I
Yes.
mean, it hopefully does well because Mr. Ryan kind of told the whole school that we're doing this. So-
Yeah, he didn't even ask us.
This is the
Like it was pretty bad.
It's
Like
the first piece of content we're actually putting out.
yeah.
after-
All because of
After
Mr.
he
Ryan.
announced
We're
it.
probably
Yeah,
gonna take
yeah.
a month more if it wasn't for Mr. Ryan.
Yeah,
Josh,
for sure.
Josh,
So
explain.
huge shout out to Mr. Ryan. Thanks, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, thank you,
you.
sir.
But Josh, explain how this happened. Explain how it got
Oh.
on the newsletter.
Bro, me and Shamoil, we were on form, right? And we were looking at how we were meant to like format the title for like our cover, for like profile picture and stuff. And Mr. Ryan pops up to us and he asks us what we're doing. And then we were telling him we had a podcast, right? And me and Shamoil were thinking that he probably thinks that we didn't start it yet because we're still talking about the cover art. So we were like, our minds were at rest, right? And we didn't really think anything of it. The next day, we find out that our names are in the newsletter.
No, what happened
It was
was
the same day, it was
he
the
came
same
to
day.
me at break. I walked in, like I was going out the building, and he comes to me and he's like, "What's the name of the podcast?" And then I tell him, and then I also told him that we haven't started yet, and he's like, "Yeah, whatever." And he walks into Mr. Webster's office, and then he sends me away. That's when I knew he was going to do something.
I was really happy with I was really satisfied with our name. I feel the tribe
Yeah.
Unwound. It has
I
such
think
a,
we put
unique
a
name.
lot of thought into it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I remember me and Devansh
We were trying to not make it generic.
It was like at the start of summer, I think. We were both doing our like own things, like
Yeah,
courses
it kind
and
of
stuff.
faded towards the middle, and then I got
Yeah, yeah.
injured.
I
Yeah.
remember one of the ones, a few of the ones I really liked was the homies on audio or Majaz unscripted. Yeah, those as
The
well.
Yeah.
unscripted one was cool, but I feel like
Yeah.
Majaz wouldn't really be like a big thing in it because I mean we live in Majaz, but it's like, how does it really relate to the podcast? See what I mean? The tribe
it's
kind of
where
like
we met, so
resembles us.
if we weren't in Majaz, we wouldn't have been friends.
True.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you have a point there. Yeah, we can talk about Zod's hairstyle as well, which
Oh.
was pretty sick.
No,
this
let's
year.
talk about the journey. Let's talk about how we got to this.
Bro, we need a whole documentary for this type of stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
That should be our second episode. Just
For
talking about the
real,
journey of his
just-
hair.
We're not gonna just mess around with this whole thing. Obviously, we're gonna have informative episodes, and we're gonna try and get guests on and stuff.
Yeah.
But since it's the first episode, we're just playing around with it.
Everything's
Yeah.
unscripted. by the way.
Yeah,
If you
I
didn't-
mean,
if you didn't realize.
there's no script to this.
whatsoever,
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the future episodes, we're also planning on playing some games.
Having segments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we
Oh,
do
yeah.
a demo of one of the segments right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
Shimon has something in mind.
Yeah, so we don't have a name for this yet, but it's basically every episode, every member of the group is going to bring up something that they found interesting. And Josh. Yeah,
It's fine. Just go ahead with it. Go ahead with it. Roll with it.
so we break up something and everyone else gives their opinion on it. If they think it's cool, if they don't like the idea of it, if they're like
Yeah, also
completely
some
against it.
interesting facts on it. Depends on
So-
what it is.
I found something interesting a
Yes.
few days back. I'm just gonna
Alright.
show this to you guys. So you might know that I've gotten an interest in watches lately.
Wow. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
It kind of started when close to my birthday, my mom was
Yeah.
telling me that you should get a watch for your birthday. I think that would be really cool. And it kind of just started going from there. I saw some videos on YouTube about watches. I started doing research, and now I guess I'm just like into the hobby now. And
Yeah.
I got this on my feed a few days back, and it's a release by the brand Oris.
Yeah.
Quite well known.
Oh yeah, I saw this on my feed.
I saw this on
It was an
Shimon's
ad,
Instagram.
yeah.
I saw this on Shimon's
Yeah, I
Instagram.
shared this on my story, and they've made this is a diver watch, which basically means it has a really high water resistance,
Yeah.
300 meters to be exact. But the dial is made of recycled plastic, which I believe
Okay.
has been taken from
Ooh.
like oceans, like thrown away plastic from oceans.
That's
Okay,
pretty cool,
Oh, that's
actually.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
That-
this
that is
means
sick.
that every dial looks completely different from the other as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I
Yeah,
really
that's
like.
cool. So it would
I
be
feel like this
bespoke.
is quite polarizing.
It depends on the
Yeah.
price range, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. But like, though, the idea of it is pretty.
Yeah.
Sick. I really like that.
Yeah, I would have never thought of this. Like, ever.
obviously.
In a watch, yeah, in like like a high-end watch, you wouldn't have thought of this.
Yeah, it's a very good idea. I feel this is the type of watch that might actually sell. Because as Shimon said, every design is pretty different, and I guess each watch might have its own like unique thing to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
that is
the reason I
crazy.
think it's quite polarizing is, first of all, if people find out the dial's made of plastic, I don't know if that's gonna make it seem cheaper than their other offerings to like the normal consumer. And also with so many colors on one dial, I think it'll be hard to pull off with like any set of clothing. So
Yeah, that's the
you
thing.
kind of have to be really into this for it to be like a sensible buy. But I'm like quite impressed by this, honestly. Okay, so let's just give our final opinions. Let's start with Josh. What do you think?
Wait, no, this is what? Buy or what? Buy or sell?
Like, would you buy it, or is the like, do you just like the idea?
I mean, obviously, it depends on like the price and stuff, but like generally speaking, I feel I wouldn't buy this. I like the design idea when it comes to like the dial and stuff, but I wouldn't buy this. As Shimon said before, or like stated, it's very hard to like dress with, and yeah, that's literally basically it. It's very
Wait, but our podcast is audio only. Like, how are you gonna know what it is?
Oh, we can put it like at this part of the.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no,
doesn't
actually,
make a picture.
I'll mention the name of the watch, so like people who are listening can search it up and
Yeah,
see what we're talking about. So it's called the Oris Aqueous Upcycle. So ORIS
We'll just try and put it up somewhere. I don't know.
If you're watching this from,
AQUIS.
if you're listening to this from our YouTube, there'll be a link in the description.
Yeah,
below.
we'll put a link in the description there for you guys to check it out.
Yes, sir.
We could post it
But-
on the Instagram story as well, though, right?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be posting this everywhere. So from most of our socials that we'll mention at the end, you can check it out and have
Yeah.
your own opinion upon it.
I think that's what we've done for this first episode. I mean, it's not definitive of what's gonna come, but we're certainly gonna try and add like more things, so we can keep it interesting and not just about us.
Yeah.
Obviously,
As time goes, the more like sort of
yeah. I mean,
gets,
especially since we're doing this for the first time,
yeah, we'll get into the flow of things.
We will get better.
Be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So if you wanna know more about us, I guess.
Also, any suggestions, you can just
Yeah. Any like tips on how to improve our podcast? That would be helpful.
Or any ideas for a segment or a game or anything, and
Yeah,
anything
because
you want to share.
we're obviously not professional. Like this is
Yeah,
is-
We're just
a
a bunch of
bunch of-
teenagers
bunch of
recording our
teenagers.
conversations. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Nothing, yeah.
yeah.
So I guess
So,
we
yeah.
ended there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sick. Yeah.
that's it. It's a pretty good first episode.
Okay. Should I do the outro? Let's do the outro.
What's the
If
outro?
you guys enjoyed.
I'll do this.
Okay.
If you guys enjoyed this episode for our podcast, feel free to drop a comment down below if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it. Feel free to share our socials and post about us in our comments so we can read them. Thank you for listening.
And
Well,
also, most of our socials are just the tribe Unwound. So
Yeah, and our personal socials could also be there,
No.
except for Zahid's.
no.
Wow,
Our
okay,
personal
right,
socials
yours.
are not on there.
Okay.
Okay.
Just we're done.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
See
Zahid
you.
out.
Bye.
Wait, I wasn't recording this whole time.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
He's
me?
lying.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
Don't
you're
lie.
lying. You're
Don't lie.
lying, bro. You're
Don't
lying.
lie.
You're lying. You're chatting.
No, what?
You're lying.
Oh
You're
my
pissing
God.
me
Say
off
wallah.
right now.
Say wallah.
You're
Say
pissing me
wallah.